Hey, I'm Matt, and in this quick Make.com tutorial for beginners, I'm going to teach you the basics of how to build powerful automations with Make. To show you how Make works, we'll build a real automation together. And by the end, you'll know everything you need to start automating your own tasks, even if you've never done this before. To get started, use the link on screen or in the description below to sign up for a free Make.com account. You can sign up with Google, Apple, Facebook, GitHub, or your email. After signing up, you may be prompted to add your name, hosting region, and country. Select the region and country closest to you, then click Sign Up for free. After sign up, you'll see a welcome onboarding flow. Fill out the survey and click Send. Once complete, you'll land on the Make dashboard. Now that your account is set up, let's create your first automation, called a scenario. Here's the problem we're solving today, using Joe's web design as an example. Whenever someone submits a contact form, Joe ends up doing the same routine, copying their info to a spreadsheet, researching their website, writing a personalized reply, scheduling a meeting, and prepping for the call. It's a lot of little steps that add up fast. But what if all of that happened automatically in under a minute without anyone lifting a finger? That's exactly what we'll be building today. An automation that handles everything from website research to scheduling to sending a personalized reply, so that Joe, or you, can focus on what really matters. Click the button at the top of the dashboard. The first time you open the scenario workspace, you may see a pop-up offering to build from scratch, use a template, or take a tour. We'll build from scratch, so click that option or close the dialog. Click the big purple plus button in the center. This opens a list of apps you can use to trigger your automation. There are hundreds of options. Today, we want our automation to run when someone submits a contact form. We'll use Tally for our web form builder because it's free, easy to use, and integrates well with Make. In the app search, type Tally, choose Watch New Response as the trigger. It's instant, so the moment someone submits the form, your automation will start. Select that option, and Tally loads it in as your trigger. A pop-up appears to create a webhook. A webhook is a way for one app to instantly notify another when something happens. In this case, when someone submits a form. The webhook delivers that info to Make, triggering your automation. First, we need a web form. Use the link on screen or in the description to sign up for Tally. Once signed up, you'll land on the Tally dashboard. Click New Form. Name it something descriptive, like Contact Form. Click Use a Template, and select the Contact Form template by Marie Martins. In the window that appears, click Use this template. To add more fields, hover near an existing field and click the plus button to insert a block. For example, add a date field for preferred meeting day, a time field for the meeting time, and a link field for a website. For the placeholder text, enter website or social media profile. This helps the AI personalize responses later. You can customize the thank you page or the form's style, but we'll skip that for now. Click Publish to preview your form. Click Copy, open a new tab, and paste the link. And here you can see the live web form. Now let's connect the form to Make. In Make, for the Tally trigger, click Create a webhook. Name it, then click Create a connection. Select Tally OAuth and click Save. Authorize Make to connect with Tally. Now select your contact form under Form ID and click Save. Now we need some test data. Go to your live Tally form and fill it out with some sample data. Before submitting, in Make, click the purple Run Once button at the bottom left. When the spinning icon appears, return to your Tally form and click Submit. You'll see a pop-up in Make with the form data and a green check mark showing it worked. Now let's store this data in Google Sheets. Open sheets.google.com and create a blank spreadsheet. Name it, for example, Contact Form Submissions. Add headers for each field: first name, last name, phone number, email, message, preferred date, preferred time, website/social media, Tally event ID, and Browse AI Task ID. In Make, close the Operation Output panel. On the right side of the Tally trigger, Click the plus button to add another module. Select Google Sheets, then add a row. Connect your Google account if prompted. Select your spreadsheet and sheet name. Leave Table Contains Headers set to Yes. Map each field from the tally form to the correct column in Google Sheets. For example, drag first name from the panel on the right to the first name field on the left. Do this for all the fields. For clear identification, add the tally event ID for your event ID column. Then click Save. To test, click the drop-down next to Run Once, then select the last run, and click Run Once. You should see green check marks for Tally and Google Sheets. Now, in Google Sheets, the form data should appear in the correct columns. Next, let's add logic and filters. Sometimes website URLs might not be formatted correctly when people add them in the contact form. We'll set up the automation to check if the URL includes HTTP or HTTPS. In Make, on the right of the Google Sheets module, click the plus button, then Flow Control, and select Router. A router lets you split the automation into multiple paths. Set up the first path with a filter. Click the wrench, then set up a filter. Label it URL formatted correctly. For the condition, select the website field, set the operator to contains, case insensitive, and type http://. Add an OR rule for https://. This operator should also be set to contains, case insensitive. Then click Save. For the second path, set up a filter labeled URL not formatted correctly and set it as a fallback route. Click Save and save your automation. Now let's set up a web scraping tool to pull information from the website provided in the contact form. We'll use a tool called Browse AI. Sign up for a free Browse AI account using the link on screen or in the description below. After onboarding, you'll land on the Build New Robot page. Instead of building from scratch, go to browse.ai/prebuilt-robots and search for HTML. Select the robot called Extract HTML code and capture a screenshot from any web page, and click Set Up Now. Enter a properly formatted URL for testing. Any website will do. Then click Next Step and Finish. Browse AI will run a test and show you the results. Back in Make, for the URL not formatted correctly path, add a Browse AI Run a Task module. Create a connection to your Browse AI account. For the robot, toggle Map off. Then select your robot from the drop-down. For the web page URL, select the website or social media link from the Tally input. Click Save. Let's test the automation. Click the drop-down next to Run Once, select the most recent successful run, and click Run Once. If your URL is formatted like mine, you'll likely get an error here, and that's intentional. Click the red icon to see the logs. The error says Invalid URL. Browse AI won't accept the input unless the URL is properly formatted with HTTP or HTTPS at the beginning. This is why we're setting up filters and multiple paths. To fix this, open the Browse AI module and click into the web page URL field. Move your cursor to the left of the website/social media link variable and type http:// before it. Now, if a URL comes in without the prefix, our automation adds it automatically. Click Save and run the test again. This time it should succeed, and Browse AI will generate an output bundle. Browse AI tasks can take a minute to complete, so we need to log some information to connect this scenario with our next one. On the right of Browse AI, add a Google Sheets Update a Row module. Select your spreadsheet and sheet. For row number, select the row number from the Google Sheets input. Under your Browse AI Task ID column, select Task ID from the Browse AI inputs. Click Save. Now let's set up the URL formatted correctly path. Click the empty module on that path and add Browse AI run a task just like before. This time, for the web page URL, simply select the website or social media link. You don't need to add the HTTP prefix, since this path only runs when the URL is already formatted correctly. To save time, copy the Google Sheets module from the other path. Hold Shift on your keyboard and click the module. Then press Command-C on a Mac or Control-C on Windows. Click in a blank space and paste it with Command-V or Control-V. Drag it next to the Browse AI module to connect it. Open the module, scroll to the Task ID field, delete the old reference, and select Task ID from this path's Browse AI module. Click Save. Use the magic wand icon at the bottom to auto-align everything. Then, save your automation. Now let's set up another scenario to handle the finished Browse AI task. In Make, open a new tab, go to Scenarios, and click Create Scenario. Search for Browse AI and select Watch Task Execution Finished. Create a webhook, select your robot, choose Task Finished Successfully, and click Save. To get test data, run the first scenario we made to start a Browse AI task. Then run the new scenario to catch the finished task. In the new scenario, after you've got your Browse AI data, add a Google Sheets Search Row module. Select your spreadsheet and sheet. For the filter, click the first dropdown and select your Browse AI Task ID column. Leave the operator set to equals. Click in the value field below and select the task ID from the Browse AI inputs. Click Save and test by running with previous scenario data. You should see all the information from the matching row appear in the Google Sheets output bundle. Now let's add an AI agent. An AI agent is essentially an LLM with access to tools. It can reason through a task and decide when to check your calendar, create an event, or send an email rather than just generating text. In Make, after the Google Sheets module, click the plus button and search for Agent. Select Run an Agent. Click Create an AI Agent, then Create a Connection, and click Save. Name your agent, select a model, I recommend the larger one, and enter a system prompt. A system prompt is a set of instructions or guidelines you give to an AI model to define its role, behavior, and goals before it responds to user input. To get you started, I created a system prompt template you can use for this automation. Use the link in the description below. And feel free to adjust it as needed. In the Messages section, add all relevant fields from your spreadsheet, and also the HTML from Browse AI. Then click Save. To give your agent access to tools, open the Agent Settings and go to the Tools section. Click Add Tools and choose Module. For Google Calendar, select Create Module Tool. Search for Google Calendar and add Get Free/Busy information. Then connect your Google account if prompted. When configuring Get Free/Busy information, set the time range fields to Let AI Agent Decide, and under Calendars, turn off mapping and select your calendar from the dropdown. Next, add another tool module for Google Calendar and select Create an Event. Set the Create an Event field to In Detail, Calendar ID to your calendar, Event Name to Let AI Agent Decide, and enable Google Meet video conferencing if you want. For attendees, select Let AI Agent Decide. Set All Day Event to No, and for start and end date, again, choose Let AI Agent Decide. For duration, enter 00:30 to make meetings 30 minutes by default. In the advanced settings, set the description to let AI agent decide. To add Gmail, click Add Tools again and choose Module, and select Gmail. Then send an email. Connect your Google account, and for the to, subject, and content fields, set each to let AI agent decide. Change the body type to raw HTML so that the AI can format the email as needed. Once all tools are configured, click Add to save each one. At this point, you'll need a paid Make.com plan to continue. The free plan limits you to 2 active scenarios, and our automation requires both scenarios running plus AI agent capabilities. Plans start at just $9 per month. To upgrade, visit the subscription section of your dashboard, select a plan, check out, and then return to finish adding your modules. Save your agent and scenario. Open your calendar and email in new tabs. In Make, run a test with recent data. If successful, you'll see a new event in your calendar and a personalized email in your inbox. Now that everything is set up, let's test it all from start to finish. Turn on both scenarios in Make. Submit a new contact form, and within about a minute, you should see a new calendar event and a personalized email sent to the contact. Now, if your automation doesn't run successfully, you'll get an error notification. Click to see more details. Check the history and logs. They should tell you what's wrong and what to fix. Then update your automation as needed. Now that you know how to build a complete automation from scratch, let's make things even easier for your next build. Make.com has a huge library of ready-to-use templates. From your dashboard, click Templates in the menu. You'll see a list of automations you can use immediately, or search for apps by name. To use a template, click it, start the guided setup, and follow the instructions. You just learned how to automate tasks, add AI and logic, troubleshoot issues, and connect all your favorite apps. You now have the foundation to automate anything with Make.com. If you haven't already, sign up for your free Make.com account with the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.